So here I am taking my final pass on the straight edge. And I know I'm pretty darn close, within a couple of tenths of flat. That last little spark that you see down here that's brighter than all the rest is actually me going over the support there, which is made out of 01 tool steel. So it's going to spark a lot brighter than carbon does, or excuse me, cast iron does. I'm also going to give you an idea as to just how easily this thing moves. So we're going to start down here, and I'm going to try to get it accelerated and just take my hands off. It is making a little more contact at the ends than it was in the middle, and that's because on my passes where I was trying to actually remove material, the straight edge did heat up on the sole side about 1.5 degrees or so more than it did on the bow side, and that caused a little bit of maybe 1/10 or so of bowing. And now I've let that equilibrate, and so now the sole has settled a little bit in the center. The temperature differential between the top and the bottom is 0.6 degrees, which should be less than 0.5 or so of bow, based on what I've been observing to the present. I'll go into more of the details as to how the grinder is set up later, but right now I'm kind of wanting to get this straight edge completed and shipped. I've had a guy waiting for it for 10 days or more, and I haven't had time to get to it until just recently. I'll also say it's 42 degrees here in the barn today. The wheel is mostly off the straight edge at this time. I'm not running perfectly parallel to the straight edge with my grinder. This just so happens the way I set it up. Could have been a little more careful about that, but it actually doesn't matter. So I'm really just touching at this part here, this end. We'll finish it out though. There we are, hitting the supports again with those bright sparks at the end.